In today's lesson, we will be looking at musical rests. Before we begin today's lesson, I want to bring something new to the start of every episode in this piano series. At the beginning of each episode, I will be showing you some warm-up exercises to do on the piano. Similar to when we exercise our body at home or in the gym, we can exercise our fingers in exactly the same way. You may notice after these warm-up exercises, your fingers will be more loose and less stiff, and you will be able to play songs much more freely and in turn much faster. Also, most importantly, you will build up strength in all 10 fingers, especially finger 4 and the pinky finger on each hand. Let's start with an easy exercise and let's get our finger placement ready with all 10 fingers. And now, a more trickier warm-up exercise. Remember, I will be adding finger warm-ups at the start of our weekly lessons together from now on. And now for our main topic of today's lesson, rests. So far we have learnt about note values which tell us how long to hold a note down for. In music we also have rests which tell when and how long not to hold a note down for. These musical rests tell us when to put a silence or break in the music. In music, rests or silences are equally as important as the notes. Rests are used for both practical purposes as well as for dynamic effect in a song. I'll now play an example where rests are used in music. Listening to that example, you can hear that the rests add tension and suspense. In written music, we have different values of musical rests, which tell us how long to silence for. The first one we will look at is a quarter note rest. This is what a quarter note rest looks like. This quarter note rest has a value of 1 beat, exactly the same as our quarter note or crotchet. Notice it looks similar to the way we would draw a lightning bolt. This is what it looks like on the staff. Notice it sits right in the middle of the staff. Let's try our first exercise using a quarter note rest. Whilst counting out aloud, I use the word rest to count the correct number of beats. Rest, 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 rest. Here's another example using rests. Rest, 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 rest. One common mistake people make is holding notes for too long, playing through the rest. we want to hear the rest as written in the music. Now it's time to introduce a new musical rest value, the minim or half note rest. This is what a half note rest looks like. This half note rest has a value of 2 beats, exactly the same as our half note or minim. Notice it looks like a hat. This is what the half note rest looks like on the staff. The brim of the hat represents the third up or middle line on the staff. Remember that this 2-beat rest sits on the middle line of the staff. Let's do one exercise using the half note rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, rest, 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 1, 1, rest, 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 1, 2. And now an exercise with both the quarter note rest and half note rest. And now for our final musical rest value, the semi-breve or whole note rest. This is what a whole note rest looks like. This whole note rest has a value of 4 beats, exactly the same as our whole note or semi-breve note. Notice it looks very similar to the half note rest, only that it is upside down. It is easier to remember the whole note rest as an upside down hat. This is what it looks like on the staff. Notice that the whole note rest hangs down from the 4th line up on the staff. Here's the half note rest and the whole note rest side by side, so you can see the difference. Here is a quick exercise using the whole note rest. Finally, here's a song I have composed using all the musical rest values we have learned in today's lesson. This song is quite long, so remember to play it slowly at first and remember to count out aloud if you can. So that's all from me this week. Remember to follow us, like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell icon so you don't miss a lesson, and follow us on social media. Just search for PianoVirtus. So from me, Daniel, it's goodbye for now.